Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Welcome to this morning's Srimad Bhagavatam class, which is from Canto 3, the status quo, Chapter 1, questions by Vidura, and today we're doing text 40. Without further ado, we'll start the class. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivadadhari Gopi Janavallabha Girivadadhari Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Jamunatira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivadadhari Gopi Janavallabha Girivadadhari Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivadadhari Gopi Janavallabha Girivadadhari Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari 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 Jaya Om Vishnupad Paramhansa Privajagacharya Astottara Satasisi Madhis Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhansa Privajagacharya Stottara Satasisi Madhis Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री द्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय वृंदावन धाम की जय मथुरा धाम की जय नवद्वीप धाम की जय जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय जगन्नाथ स्वामी की जय गंगा मई की जय जमुना मई की जय तुलसी देवी की जय भक्ति देवी की जय सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the lotus feet of Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. Glory to Sri Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Tira Swami Nityanami Namaste Krishna Padaya Prabhupada Siddhartha Sri Gaura Kala Shakti Bhakti Narayana Namaskritya Narunchevam Narutamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Vijirayat Nashtaprayesu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sivaya Bhagavati Uttama-shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 1, and Text 40. Aho pṛthāpi dhriyate rbhakārthe rājarṣi-varyeṇa vināpi tena yastu eka-vīro dhiratho vijigye dhanur dvitīyaḥ kakubhaś catasraḥ. Aho pṛthāpi dhriyate rbhakārthe rājarṣi-varyeṇa vināpi tena yastu eka-vīro dhiratho vijigye dhanur dvitīyaḥ kakubhaś catasraḥ. Aho pṛthāpi dhriyate rbhakārthe rājarṣi-varyeṇa vināpi tena yastu eka-vīro dhiratho vijigye dhanur dvitīyaḥ kakubhaś catasraḥ. Hare Krishna. Please stand.
Aho pṛthāpi dhriyate rbhakārthe rājarṣi-varyeṇa vināpi tena yastva eka-vīro dhiratho vijigye dhanur kakubhaś catasraḥ. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anyone else? Please stand.
Aho pṛthāpi dhriyate rbhakārthe rājarṣi-varyeṇa vināpi tena yasta eka-vīro dhiratho vijigye dhanur dvitīyaḥ kakubhaś. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anyone else? Okay, so, okay, go ahead. Hare Krishna.
Aho pṛthāpi dhriyate rbhakārthe rājarṣi-varyeṇa vināpi tena yastva eka-vīro dhiratho vijigye dhanur dvitīyaḥ kakubhaś catasraḥ.
Jai. Hare Krishna. All right, we'll do synonyms. Aho, O my Lord. Pṛthā, Kunti. Api, also. Dhriyate, bears her life. rbhakārthe, for the sake of fatherless children. Rājarṣi, King Pāṇḍu. Varyeṇa, the best. Vināpi, without him. Tena, him. Ya, one who. Tu, but. Eka, alone. Vīra, the warrior. Dhiratho, commander. Vijigye, would conquer. Dhanur, the bull. Dvitīyaḥ, the second. Kakubhaś, directions. Catasraḥ, 4. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Oh my Lord, is Pṛthā still living? She lived only for the sake of her fatherless children. Otherwise, it was impossible for her to live without King Pāṇḍu, who was the greatest commander and who alone conquered the 4 directions, simply with the help of a second bow. Report by Srila Prabhupada. A faithful wife cannot live without her lord, the husband, and therefore all widows used to voluntarily embrace the burning fire which consumed the dead husband. The system was very common in India because all the wives were chaste and faithful to their husbands. Later on, with the advent of the age of Kali, the wives gradually began to be less adherent to their husbands, and the voluntary embrace of the fire by the widows became a thing of the past. Very recently, the system was abolished, since the voluntary system had become a forcible social custom. When Maharaj Pāṇḍu died, both his wives, namely Kunti and Madri, were prepared to embrace the fire. But Madri requested Kunti to live for the sake of the younger children, the 5 Pandavas. This was agreed upon by Kunti and at the added request of Vyasadeva. In spite of her great bereavement, Kunti decided to live, not to enjoy the life in the absence of her husband, but only to give protection to the children. This incident is referred to here by Vidura because he knew all the facts about his sister-in-law Kunti Devi. It is understood that Maharaj Pāṇḍu was a great warrior and that he alone, with the help of bow and arrow, could conquer the world's 4 directions. In the absence of such a husband, it was almost impossible for Kunti to live on even as a widow. But she had to do it for the sake of the 5 children. Oma Gnati Virandasya Gyana Gyana Shalakaya Chakshu Umritam Dina Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rūpākārthe Dadāti Swapadantikam. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swamini Tinamini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschyatyadi Shatarini. Namo Mahabharanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Guratiche Namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. The English translation again. Oh my Lord, is Pṛthā still living? She lived only for the sake of her fatherless children. Otherwise, it was impossible for her to live without King Pāṇḍu, who was the greatest commander and who alone conquered the 4 directions simply with the help of a second bow. Hare Krishna. Okay, so the text today in many ways is very instructive. We will just break it down by the mercy of my Guru and Srila Prabhupada, little by little, to explain things that we could learn as a devotee. The way that Vidura was talking to Uddhava, very humble way. Vidura understands that Uddhava is a pure devotee of the Lord, an associate of Sri Krishna, and to meet him to meet Uddhava in Vidura's travels to pilgrimage places was an added bonus. One that is an associate of Krishna, direct associate of Krishna. To meet him is a great accomplishment in itself. It's great fortune, not accomplishment, but great fortune. And so, Vidura is using every ounce of that opportunity, every bit of a time that he spent with Uddhava for Krishna Katha. First asking about the relatives who are themselves high-level devotees or pure devotees who matter very much to him and also to Uddhava, both. So Vidura was asking, and in this time he's gone through a good many of the people that are very dear to him, the devotees of the Lord. He's actually, up to this point, asked about all the 5 Pandavas. And now he's asking about the Pandava mom. In the situation yesterday when Dronacharya Prabhu was talking about Nakul and Sahadev, very, very, very nice lecture that he gave. The way the Pandavas accepted their stepbrothers. They were not from, if we go by strictly by parenting, Nakul and Sahadev were not connected. And it seems like harsh to make a statement like that. But the connection was through, they were not connected directly like mother and father. First of all, they were not connected as Pandavas to King Pāṇḍu. They were born, all of them were born from demigods. And then Nakul and Sahadev were not from Kunti. They were from Madri, the second wife of Pāṇḍu. So that relation is there, true enough, through the marriage of their father, who was given the fatherly name, title, even though he did not really father the children, only 5 of them. And then when it comes to the mother side, it's just Nakul and Sahadev were stepbrothers to the others. So in Kali Yuga, in some families, if the same situation happened where there are members of the family that are not connected, even by mother or father directly, there's going to be issues. In the case of Dhruva Maharaj, it happened. The other wife of King Uttanapad made a big case out of it. Dhruva was going to sit on the father, that same father, now he had the father. Uttanapad was the father, the king. So Dhruva was a legitimate son, but by a different wife. And this first, the wife, the other wife of Uttanapad, made a big case of this boy wanting to go sit on the father's lap. So if you compare it to this situation here with the Pandavas, how wonderful it was that the 3 Pandavas, Yudhishthira, Bhim, and Arjun, were so accommodating. And their mother, Kunti, who was actually a stepmother to them, to Nakul and Sahadev, was also very, very, very accommodating to the twins. Now, the text itself starts like this. This is Vidura addressing Uddhava. He's addressing Uddhava. Let's understand that. But how does he address Uddhava? He says, "Oh my Lord," stop. Vidura is calling Uddhava, "Oh my Lord." Vidura is older than Uddhava, but he's still calling Uddhava, "Oh my Lord," out of respect for him as a person, for Uddhava as a person, and out of respect for his position as an associate of Krishna. Vidura came to the earth at the time that he came because he was missing the association of Krishna. Therefore, he regarded as a very high, valuable, very important situation all of the associates of Krishna, especially the ones that were very close to him, like Uddhava was. So he says, "Oh my Lord." Now, Srila Prabhupada has also said the same thing to us. We should address each other as Prabhu. Lord, Master, we are similar. Similar. So we address as Prabhu. We have to give respect to every single devotee, even the ones that are younger than us, physically, by age, younger than us. We still have to give respect to them. Because the soul is not young. It's just the physical body that is young. And the other day we were explaining that, if you make age a big issue, then Maya will actually stretch that big issue and say, oh, yes, yes, yes. Everybody should respect you because you're at the particular age. People might respect out of custom, out of etiquette, and that's all right. But it doesn't mean that a person who is older should be puffed up because of that position. The position of the physical body doesn't have anything to do with the soul. So the lesson here, by the way Vidura is addressing Uddhava, the lesson we learn is everyone is to be given due respect, even in the mind. Very important that devotees should not be played down. Anyone that does not respect another devotee is already in trouble. And definitely, if you don't respect one that's senior to you, you're even in more trouble. Because that means the hierarchy in the spiritual world, if we're allowed there, you won't respect it. And there's hierarchy. There are 8 principal gopis with Krishna. So that's hierarchy. They don't play it up and say, I'm more important than everybody else. The gopis don't do that. But still, the positions of responsibility are there. And for us, in the material world, we have to take the relation to the devotees very seriously. Otherwise, we don't have a life. Because the entire thing, the whole Krishna consciousness etiquette, rules and regulations are set up in such a way that if you disrespect, you don't go back to the spiritual world. Because disrespect is under the category of aparad. And aparadis don't go back to the spiritual world. Aparadis are, Vaishnava, offense to a Vaishnava. You don't go back. You take another body and then keep living. And if you know what's going on, a few of us have one ear listening to what's going on in the material world. It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So we have to be very, 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 very particular about how we relate, especially to devotees and to people in general. We need nice to everybody in general. Then people say, "Oh, these are nice people. What are they doing? Whatever they're doing must also be very good." That's one of the devotees Sikirinagri mentioned. Papa disciples, some of my God sister. If we act so that people like the Hare Krishnas just because of how they behave, they're nice people, they're helpful people, then what they stand for must also be very good. This is how karmis will figure it out. If they're good, then whatever they do, we don't know their religion, but it has to be that the religion teaches them something good. I'm talking about the way karmis think now. The religion they're involved with must also be very good. Therefore, maybe I should be open to looking at it, or at least respect the religion, even if I'm not going to change to it. They will use the word religion, right? But, we use also dharma, but we are Sanatan Dharma, the eternal religion, Krishna consciousness, or Vaishnavism, followers of Lord Vishnu. So, in the purport, before this, in the translation, Vidura is asking about Pṛthā with Kunti, same name. Pṛthā actually was the first name that was given to her when she was born, Kunti. And then later on, she got named Kunti when her father sent her to be with a fatherless king and a relative of Maharani Kunti's father. So, Kunti Bhoja. And so when she was sent to Kunti Bhoja as Pṛthā, then the name got changed to Kunti because Kunti Bhoja was very fond of her. She was a very, very, not only beautiful young girl, but she was also very well-mannered. So Pṛthā sometimes, that's the original name of Mataji, and sometimes she referred to her as Pṛthā or Kunti. She lived for the sake of her fatherless children. Now, normally at that time, the practice was that a faithful wife cannot live without a husband. Therefore, if the husband leaves, whatever the reason was for leaving the body, that fire for cremation would also be stepped in by the wife or wives, if he has more than one wife, and then they will also live with their Lord like that. So, that was originally what Kunti thought would happen, but because the children had to be taken care of, they had to have a mother. So Madri, the other wife of Pāṇḍu, requested that Kunti keep living for the sake of the children. And that's what Vidura is talking about here. Make choices for the sake of sometimes relatives. I know my present PCP, primary care physician, has left to go home. He was at Penn State. He's left to go home. He's left to go home because his brother is not doing well. And he's a doctor, so he wanted to get at least go care for his brother for a while before coming back. Everybody's a very good doctor, and everybody's hoping when he comes back, when everybody's talking about when he comes back, when he comes back, when he comes back. Well, I talked to him directly when I had an appointment with him, and I don't know what he didn't mention anything about coming back, and he's a little bit up there in age too. But to stop to care or to make a decision to care for a member of a family is a very, very, very good decision. You may look at it at the material level, but of course, Pṛthā is a devotee, and the Pandavas have come. They're young at that time, and they are all part of Krishna's plan to deal with Mother Bhumi's request to get rid of the demons that are taking over leadership positions and political positions on the earth. So they were to be cared for. And that's why Kunti agreed, and Vyasadeva also supported the idea. So they said here, yes, you should not do the sati ritual and go burn yourself in that same fire that is cremating Pāṇḍu's body, but you should stay. So Srila Prabhupada says in the purport that a faithful wife cannot live without her Lord. It's very difficult. Faithful wife cannot live without her Lord. That's why they would voluntarily embrace the fire that is used to cremate the husband, and the husband leaves the body. But as Srila Prabhupada is saying in the purport, now at the age of Kali, some people have turned this into a situation where they are forcing the wives, even if it's good reason, like taking care of the children. They still want to force the wife, this Kali Yuga, what to do. Force the wives to also just take their lives. So now it's been abolished. But Kunti, who at that time could have gone with her husband, just like Madri did, he decided to stay to give protection to the children, which is another thing for Grihasthas to be aware of. Giving protection to children, very, very, very important. We can give protection and should give protection when they're younger. Now, at some point in the teenage years, they begin to, as they say in America, find themselves, have their characters would evolve, and then even then, we have to turn to the roles of being advisors. Srila Prabhupada says from 15 years of age and up, we should turn to be like friendly to them, to the children, and also as we have far more maturity than they do, therefore we give advice to the children. And even that advice cannot be, forced on them. If you raise them well and there's love between you, the parent, and the children, then they're most likely going to listen to what you say. But they will also have their opinions about things because their karma is not ours. They've been through different situations of past lives than we have. Therefore, they develop some things in the subconscious that they brought to this life. So you can give protection and also give advice from teenage up, 15 years, after 15 years and up, you can give advice. But don't think that the advice has to be forced on the children, because whatever they got to experience, they're going to experience that in their lives. whatever amount of happiness and distress that was decided upon before they came into this lifetime, before they were born, to us as parents, those are there. No matter how much, on the one hand, help in terms of advice that we give them, still that percentage is not going to change. It's going to be there. If it's going to be 60% happiness and 40% distress, we cannot change the distress and make that 30% because we're giving them advice. It doesn't work like that. And we know very well that things happen in our lives that we didn't anticipate. We didn't plan for it, and it happened anyway. Sometimes it's wonderful, sometimes it's distressful. Because things are monitored as we're growing in this lifetime, going through this lifetime, so that those percentages that were originally given will be followed by the time the last breath is taken by that particular individual. Now, in Krishna consciousness, what happens is that though the percentages are still kept, percentage of happiness, percentage of distress, because after all, this is prison life, and we're not going to change that part of it. But the lifestyle itself, first of all, the first thing that happens is that for a devotee, the checking in on how much we're doing spiritual credits, spiritual debits, those are given now to, or this is taken over by the Lord in the heart, Paramatma. Now, those who are non-devotees, which is a good chunk of the population of the world, whatever they do is recorded in the realm of Yamaraj and Yamaraj's associates. They do that. But a devotee, once you say yes to Krishna, then Krishna's love is so much that the Paramatma takes over. That's the guiding in Krishna consciousness, and also notes what's going on in a person's life. The good things that happen is what we call good, the things that are convenient enough for us. There's no real good thing, but just convenient things. Those will happen, and the devotee should be grateful for it. But those things that are negative, or that's now the new word that's coined is reversal. Those ones that are supposed to be the percentage of, or add to the percentage of distress the person's got to go through. In the devotee's life, all of that gets changed into a set of lessons that the devotee is supposed to learn. So negative things don't happen just for the sake of negative things when it comes to a devotee. It's not that the devotee is making up negative karma by the, through the results of that, the activities. Or karmic reactions. Yeah, that's the correct word. Karmic reactions. It's not karma. Devotees don't follow karma at all. But when we learn lessons from the negativity that may come on us, it makes us better devotees. It purifies our consciousness. So that's what goes on with devotees. Whereas those who are non-devotees, they're paying back for negative things they did in previous lives. That is the difference. So the incident, the protection of the children, that was important. So Kunti was doing that. But also, there was another part of what Kunti did that was very, 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 very significant. Although it all unfolded in a situation after the Kurukshetra war, and Krishna was in Hastinapur, and he was going to, go back to Dwarka, to the Jadu dynasty, be with them. But Kunti Devi was reflecting on how well that Krishna has done in terms of protecting the Pandavas and herself, Kunti herself. And so she was praying prayers of gratitude, but they were very deep prayers. They are all recorded in Canto 1 of Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 8. In the beginning, there are some, situations that happened. There was request by Krishna to save Maharaj Pariksit, who was in the womb of the mother Uttara. That's the beginning of chapter 8 of Bhagavatam, of Canto 1 of Bhagavatam. But then, by the time you get to 25, 26, actually from 21 on, text 21. Then Kunti begins to address Sri Krishna in gratitude for what he had done for them, for Kunti, and the Pandavas, the ones that she was given charge of to protect. So in text 26, Kunti is saying, and this is all added to a one title called The Prayers of Queen Kunti. My lordship, or my lord, your lordship can easily be approached, but only by those who are materially exhausted. They can be approached, but by those who are materially exhausted. Because one who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself with respectable parentage and great opulence and high education and bodily beauty, these are the four things that a person with good karma in the previous life tends to get in the next life. Comes from nice parents and or good opulence, born in a rich family, and or gets a high education, and or a body that looks beautiful. Although it's temporary, but it is beautiful. So those who are in that situation, on that path, they cannot address you with sincere feeling. How true this is. A person that is materialistic, how do they address God? Do they address the Lord? Do they appeal to the Lord with sincere feelings? People who are materially feeling that they are set in life, that they can do more by themselves because of their situation, the situation they find themselves, good karmic reaction, good karma in life playing out. Would they take God seriously? Many of them don't even go to church. So this is the point that Kunti is making. So a person has to be materially exhausted. Now there are two ways. They could be physically with less, materially. That is, less money, less, things that people consider wealth, not have much of that. Or they can also be advanced enough to the point where things may be there, physical things, material things, but they are very detached. And the presence of those things in their lives is not influencing them in the Krishna consciousness. They only take it to use it as is necessary, but their minds are totally given to Krishna in bhakti. Those people are also categorized as materially exhausted. Maharaj Yudhishthira had practically everything a king could have, a person could have, because he was king. But when he heard that Arjuna came from Dwarka and told him that Krishna is gone, he immediately took off his king's clothes and put on very simple cloth and left the palace, leaving the administration of it to Maharaj Pariksit, who had been trained by them, the grandson, and left. How many people are going to leave tremendous wealth behind just to go to the forest because of Krishna? Not many people do that. So in that sense, Maharaj Yudhishthira can also be categorized as materially exhausted. And that's what Queen Kunti is saying. Those people can easily approach Krishna. So those who are trying to improve themselves materially, they cannot address Krishna with sincere feeling. So they are an illusion, because material things are temporary. When death comes, you can't own anything anymore. So then, Srila Prabhupada describes Maharani Kunti's feeling that being materially advanced means taking birth in an aristocratic family. We talked about that. Possessing great wealth, a high education, attractive personal body, the personal beauty. So materialistic men are mad after all of those. There are people who become spoiled because they are so good looking that they figure people will just fall for their good looks And then they can take advantage of that and make demands, undue demands on those who come that want to have a relationship with them. Like that. And people are still mesmerized by material beauty. Anyway, we won't get into details about that, unfortunately. No devotee should be mesmerized by material, but if you know enough about how temporary this body is, you should not be taken too much by a person's physical beauty. Anyway, Srila Prabhupada says the result of being attached to those things, it makes a person artificially puffed up. And they get intoxicated by such, and the key word Srila Prabhupada is here, temporary possessions, because death takes it all away. It's all temporary. So if we have those things now as devotees materially, we should use it in the service of Krishna. That reminds me of one of my god sisters. We were in Washington, D.C., Maryland area. And we were new to Krishna consciousness. This is early 90s, 1990s. And the first time, Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Maharaj, decided, all right, these people, we'll just have to teach them a little bit of book distribution. So they explained the whole process, how you go out and take Srila Prabhupada's books, and, a little bit of coaching as to how you approach people. So one of my god sisters was gorgeous. Physically, very good looking. And so she decided to also go out with the rest of the devotees to go do book distribution. And whatever they taught her, she didn't really use it very much. All she had to do, she had her own strategy. She talked for the most part to guys, to men, young men. And she would just look straight at them in the eye, and smile at them. And these guys just melt, practically. And then she says, come. Then they easily come. And then she would talk to them about Krishna and introduce the books to them, and they'll take the books. So, needless to say, she was the first one to sell all her books. So in no time, she was finished. Give out the books. Why? Because the devotees, not devotees, the people that were coming, she was calling, they were really attracted to her by her beauty. And it's not too many times in town that you meet somebody that's beautiful that is asking you to come to her. Usually it's difficult to try to even get their attention. But she's smiling and asking you to come. So what did she do? She took advantage of her beauty to distribute books at a very alarming rate. Better way to put it, lack of a better way to put it. She took advantage of that. I wasn't there, but it's just like, it's no difficult to put two and two together, and those who were there confirmed it. Because when she came, the rest of the devotees had a few books left. And she said proudly, I sold all my books. And the guys looked at each other and said, we know why. Because she's very attractive. But the point is, she used what Krishna had given us, or her beauty. And some of us have to some extent too. She used what she had, physical, to serve Krishna and get people books. Now, they came to her, and they probably didn't hear her very much, but they took the books. Because she felt fortunate to be able to talk to a very beautiful person that asked you to come to her. So the point we're making is, those things, the results of good karma from previous life, take advantage of it, but for Krishna consciousness activity. This is what my god sister did. Take advantage of it. Those people took the books, and some of them may well read the books and get Krishna conscious education from it, which is good for their lives this lifetime. But she used the beauty to do that. Anyway, so it is temporary, but these things, material advancement, high parentage, good wealth, higher education, attractive beauty, they're there. But if you have any of those, then you have to use it in Krishna consciousness. So you yourself get spiritual credits for doing that. And Krishna will be happy with us. Preaching is very, very, very important. Preaching is how we get the word out about Krishna consciousness. This is what the world needs. The world is in chaos for want of Krishna consciousness. Because Krishna consciousness is the basic things they don't even know. A basic thing like we take for granted. You're not the body. If we're not the body, then what are we? We are souls inside these bodies. And once we have that understanding, then the physical body doesn't become important, and therefore the designations, the nations that they come from on the earth does not become important either. This is a soul that we have to relate to satisfy Krishna. That's all that matters. And therefore racism goes out the window. Sexism goes out the window. They're all gone. And even those in different religions, they still will be treated like regular people and be respected even though they have a different religion. But it all is based on the fact that they're not these bodies. They're souls. Krishna consciousness, we know that Srila Prabhupada repeated that a lot. And so that's ingrained in us. And if the people just understood that they're not the bodies, then at the high level with the politicians, if they understood that, imagine what would happen. There'd be no wars. This would be practically a heavenly planet, this planet. But people don't understand that. So the material covering is just an external feature. You can see what Prabhupada is describing here. Maharani Kunti also talks about what's in text. This is text 26 we just talked about. Text 27, he says, this is Queen Kunti speaking, my obeisances are unto you, who are the property of the materially impoverished. You have nothing to do with the actions and reactions of the material modes of nature. You are self-satisfied, and therefore you are the most gentle and the master of the monists. So my obeisances are unto you. This is Queen Kunti addressing Krishna like that. You are the property of the materially impoverished. Same word to use is materially detached. Detached. You are not affected by the modes of material nature. You have nothing to do with those, with the actions and reactions of that. So he's describing Krishna. Krishna was standing right in front of her at that time. You are self-satisfied, therefore you're the most gentle and the master of the monists. So Srila Prabhupada said, the property of the impoverished, that is Krishna. The property of the materially detached people. They may not be physically impoverished, but they disgusted with the material nature, and therefore they stick to Krishna consciousness, even though they may have material things. They're not attached to those. So those are also materially impoverished. So now, Srila Prabhupada goes into renunciation and explains it a little more. Why do people renounce? Why should we renounce? A living being, especially a devotee, renounces something for gaining something more valuable. Actually, all beings are like that. Even starting with babies. The baby is crying this, you want this and want that, and if you give something else to the baby, I've seen many mothers do that. That the baby decides, oh, this is actually more valuable than what I was trying to get or what I was playing with. Immediately they stop crying and their attention tends to that. Because the baby has categorized that that thing is more valuable. So if babies can do that, how much more grown-ups? So a living being renounces something for gaining something more valuable. Students, they sacrifice just having a good time, to sit down, sometimes even at night, they sacrifice part of their sleep to study, gain better education, because they know that that paves the way for a better job in the future. So, in that way, a devotee should also renounce his material world, not for nothing, but for something tangible in spiritual value. Something that's good for us spiritually. Because the devotee understands this is not the home. this material world. It gives problems. That many non-devotees kind of overlook and live life at the best that they can, but devotees can see it. This is no place to live. Material world is no place for a lady or a gentleman, as Srila Prabhupada says. So there's so many examples. Srila Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, they were politicians, helping Nawab Hussain Shah. Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, and that's already 3 of the 6 Goswamis. Raghunath Das Goswami was a son of a big real estate owner. This is called a zamindar. But they left everything. Why? Because they wanted to gain something superior to what they previously possessed. So Rupa Goswami left so much gold and gave it to a guard, a prison guard, because he was imprisoned by the Nawab. The Nawab did not want him because he was such a good servant of his government. He did not want him to leave. He did not want Rupa Goswami to leave. Sakar Dabir Kas, that's Rupa Goswami. Sanatana Goswami was Sakar Malik. He had already left. And when Rupa Goswami wanted to go, Dabir Kas, then the king said no. And when he tried to go, then he got imprisoned so that he wouldn't leave the kingdom. But he gave the gold to the guard, a boatload of gold coins to the guard, because he wasn't attached to it. He was attached to being with Lord Chaitanya, and that gives the highest. Sanatana Goswami had a touchstone. He had thrown it in the pile of garbage. And when someone came to see him, it's a whole pastime about it, he let him have that. The touchstone changes iron to gold. And the person was very, 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 very wealthy because of what the touchstone was doing for him. But he thought, wait a minute, this touchstone was under the pile of garbage. That's where Sanatana Goswami asked me to take it from. So then Sanatana Goswami does not have any high regard for this touchstone. So if he doesn't have high regard for this touchstone, then it must be that he has something that is better than the touchstone. That's why he threw the touchstone away. Normally, when we throw something in the trash, it means we don't want it. We don't have any good value for it. That's why we throw it in the trash. So the touchstone was in the trash pile. So the man returned to Sanatana Goswami and said, in all respect, you must have something better because of where I got this touchstone from, where you had kept it. In fact, you hadn't even kept it at all, just thrown it away. And by Krishna's arrangement, this person came, and Sanatana Goswami gave to him. Rupa Goswami had given a boatload of gold coins worth billions of dollars to a guard, prison guard, just to get him out so he can go see Lord Chaitanya. And Sanatana Goswami had what would give gold over and over and over again just by touching iron with. And he wasn't keeping it either. So Sanatana Goswami replied, yes, I have something better than this touchstone. The man said, I want to know what it is. Something better than this gold? Sanatana Goswami says, yes. First, you throw this touchstone away. Throw away so you cannot get it back. Throw it in the river. And the man did it. And then Sanatana Goswami said, raise your hand. He raised both hands. Then Sanatana Goswami says, you repeat after me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. What is the lesson we learn from? The Hare Krishna Mahamantra is better than touchstone. It's better than all the wealth you can get in this world. That's why we detach from the material energy. As Queen Kunti is saying, materially impoverished. That's why we detach from it. And so the advice that's given is that devotees should use the material things only as is needed. Don't get so attached to it. we get attached to it, we're going to leave the bodies thinking about those material things, and then we'd be forced to take another physical body. While in Kali Yuga, things are getting worse by the year. In fact, by the day. Hmm? It's just so much cheating that's going on. People just think of cheating and cheating and cheating. Even in preparing now for this dvitīyaḥ, some things took. I won't get too deeply into that, but I was shocked about hotel prices now and how much cheating is going on. Hotel prices, just to get a hotel for the devotees that are coming from Festival of India for accommodation and also for taking the shower and so on. So all these details, we have to go through that. And it's amazing how much they want for a simple room and a bed and bath facilities, only because of a weekend. The people are just finding different ways to cheat. This is no world to stay in. So it doesn't matter what we have materially. Don't get attached to it, because the world as a whole is not a nice place to be. Even if we have individually nice cars, nice homes, the world around us are not going. See, we cannot isolate ourselves. No man is an island. You have to relate to somebody, and that somebody is in great Maya, and that's the problem. And in the meantime, the demigods are dumping all kinds of weather on us, and we have to try to manage our lives with it. In the meantime, we're getting old, and the body is falling apart. In the meantime, there are germs around that are trying to live, but in the process of living, they're making us sick. So this is no place to be. You open your eyes and say, yeah, everything considered, there's very little to gain and a lot to lose being here, unless we change our lives and make it a fully Krishna conscious life. And that's why Maharani Kunti is saying, you have to be materially impoverished or detached and come to Krishna. Then you can call Krishna genuinely. When we serve, there's another way we can call Krishna genuinely. When we serve from our hearts, especially at the temple, and give some of our material things also to the temple, so that we become detached and materially, that way, mentally at least, we're impoverished. But it's good for us, because we're getting closer and closer and closer to Krishna emotionally. Therefore, we're getting closer and closer and closer to going back to Godhead and leaving this material world. So in that sense, we don't need the touchstone of Sanatana Goswami. If by karma someone becomes wealthy, that's all right. Take good care of your children, as the Gahasta. Maharani Kunti lived to take care of the Pandavas. So we got to take care of the children and take care of them well. Provide for what they need, but not let them live like kings and queens. Because then they will get to their heads and they get more attached materially. And now, but provide the needs. The needs are important. Because it also gives the impression that ISKCON is not a society of just people who have failed in material life and they did. No, that's not the impression we have to give. If people see ISKCON as a failure materially, they're not going to want to come around. So Grihastas have to take good care of themselves and live in a decent lifestyle for the family. But they shouldn't be attached to it. And so we should be attached to what? If you're attached to something, then your detachment is automatic from another thing. So when we get attached to the holy name, when we attach to service, we automatically get detached from the material things, even though we may use what's necessary from the material energy for ourselves. So that's how we have to play it as Grihastas and even Brahmacharis. Sannyasis are taken care of by, for the most part, Grihastas. So, they have given their lives totally. They are materially impoverished. They just get taken care of by Grihastas in the different temples. But Grihastas especially, and that is the greatest, it's past 9 o'clock already, the greatest percentage of devotees in this movement. So we have to live like that. So Maharani Kunti is giving us very, very good advice. Materially impoverished means materially detached. and give more to the temple. Every time an opportunity comes to give of your heart. Then you can call Krishna from your heart also. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And I apologize, I went past the time. I looked at it 15 minutes ago. But, all right, so this is the time to unmute yourself, dear devotees, if you want to ask any questions. You can do that. Any questions or comments? If there are no questions, well, there's one in the chat, but it's just a greeting. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Lord Srila Prabhupada. So we can end here then if there are no questions. All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful day with the understanding of being materially detached. Very important. Krishna consciousness will be stronger then. Vanchakalpatarubhishcha kripa sindhvi-evacha titanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna. I know I'm seeing electronic thank yous, and thank you all devotees for coming on. Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.